all for Liberia at this time as we go for our general election comes on Tuesday. We are calling on the international community and other civil society group that we can see how best we can come together as one. Because Liberia is all we have. Liberia is all we want and Liberia is all we need. The police and Jones security have been doing extremely well for the past hours now since they've been here. But
other individuals claim that the securities were here when the incident was actually ongoing and they did not do anything.
That's false. Actually, like I said, I've been here. First this morning, the kids were reported at the Jakarta depot and the police were going through it to see how best they can solve the situation. But then in that process, the camp of Jimmy Smith brought them receipt and they were paid for, so they have the right to the fee. So single parents did not have a receipt or pay for this fee. The next thing that came up on the one poor gathering right here, the post people with a car, with a speaker trying to jump in here and be friend with you. The police we hired at the time was not large enough to calm this tension down. So before additional forces can come to help protect them, that one have been all right by those trials that were here, tearing down all banners. I think it's one of those things that have been broken. The entire office have been vandalized. The young fellas see that have been drunk since for the past how many hours. Have not come to a cell. We went to all that. It was a crazy was the airport. A lot of people behind the car is behind that. Then damage. If you go to the building, there's nothing you can see.
You said you were drunk or he drunk?
He drunk. And when he felt like he was killed because he was laying down in there. And it's not for the meal, we just see the chairs on the road.
You think that he was also beating among those who were beating?
For my understanding, what I saw, he's drunk. The same still because for those one that gone going, I was beating were brought to the nearby clinic.
Okay, Dixon, before we take leave for you as a young man in this area, in Liberia as large, you think this such incident is quite favorable for our election?
Like I said previously, it is nothing favorable for our election, most especially looking at where we came from those dark days. I don't want to go back to it. We speak against electoral violence, which witness what happened of recent in Fuya, and that if we were not mindful, that would have been the second one happening right there of what just took place in Fuya, because those supporters of Honorable Jimmy Smith that were here in the presence of the riot were far lesser than those coming from outside. So they could have all wrong them. You see the United Partisans supporters are passing here, it would have been the United Partisans supporters against the Cuban lawmaker. But we thank God, like we are calling on all youth in the district, youth outside of the district, Liberian as well. Let us maintain the peace. Let's stay away from electoral violence. Liberia is what we got after all of this thing ended on October 10. Those hurricanes that we are tearing our part for will go and sit and knock glasses. Remember, we have one blood, be a Muslim, be a Christian, be a United Partisan, be a or AAC Partisan, be a CDC or Sedition. We all are Liberians. We have one thing in common. Let us maintain the peace. Turn to Spoon TV, turn to GS TV, turn to our very online platform that have been here to air the actual information that have been unfolding here.
Thank you, Jason.
Thanks so much.
Okay, so folks, welcome. This is Cool 91.9 FM, Cool TV. We just arrived here where some folks believe to be partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, CDC, and the Unity Party. Tension erupted between both of them, and this is the kind of thing that happened here recently. People throw stones at the district office of Lieutenant Jimmy W. Smith, and as you can see, this is it. Individuals believed to be seditions and Unity Party partisans recently erupted Honorable Jimmy W. Smith program today. But we will interview few individuals who were on the scene, call them eyewitnesses. According to the guy that was recently interviewed, he said this guy had been drunk since this morning. But we will interview few individuals. This is the car of Representative Jimmy W. Smith that was recently damaged by individuals believed to be seditions, and we are getting word that Honorable Jimmy Smith is not here. This is his car. and you can see his picture on it. You can see. You can see this is. So this is District 2, Montserrat County. Recently, the Liberia National Police call was placed to them to come and protect this place. But let's try to talk to a few individuals that were on the scene so we can get the actual story and not to tell you things that did not happen. So let's start with this. Sir, what's your name?
My name is Marcus B. Kwaigwa the First.
Marcus. Were you on the scene today?
Yes, unfortunately, I have been on the scene from this morning up till current.
Okay, so let's just go on the side so you can talk to me because of the noise. Okay, so tell us exactly what happened. If you were on the scene, tell us more about the incident that happened between Jimmy Smith supporters and Sekou Kene supporters. We believe that some of them were seditious and some of them were Unity Party partisans. Tell us exactly what happened recently.
Okay, thank you very much. Upon our arrival on this field this morning, in fact, let me just take it back. This field is a general, in fact, it's for the general public. And then there's a management committee here. So before you settle for this fee, before you do any activities, you have to go through the right authority. So what happened was Jimmy Smith and his team had earlier booked for this fee for today's date. And when we came here this morning, we saw a few supporters of Sekou Kene claiming that this fee belongs to them and they are to do their launch today. And there was a little scuffle, words for words. Later on, the police was invited, the nearby police station right here was invited, and a series of questions were asked. Jimmy Smith and his team, Jimmy Smith's team was able to display their receipt when the day was booked and the amount that was paid for this fee, along with the communication that was officially written to the Liberia National Police alerting them of today's event. When Sekou Kene and his team was asked, they didn't have any receipt to show. That means Jimmy Smith's team was in better position to have used this fee because they have paid for this fee, they have already done prior booking as per the date. There where the whole thing started. So the police told Sekou Kene team because they don't have receipt, and the management team has clearly authenticated that this team is responsible for the fee used today, so you have to go to another area. So the police tried to intervene. From clear indications, we knew that these guys were out for something. And then one of the things they said was that the fact that Unity Party is launching today, it gives them the right to use any public area. They are the ones supposed to be on the field. It cannot be CDC. What they have forgotten to know is that, or what they may not know is that Jimmy Smith is an independent candidate. So obviously he has supporters from every walk of life, even the Unity Party, the CDC, and every other area. So apparently because they saw a lot of the supporters in blue, so they might have perceived that this team is from CDC and today is that day officially. So the police went as far as NVDC earlier this morning to help them make arrangement for the NVDC compound to see as to whether it could be used by Unity Party. Then upon the departure of the police, few other guys from Unity Party, I can identify them. They were wearing this kind of green reflective jacket.
You can identify them, sir?
Yeah, by their jackets. Yeah, most of them were wearing the jacket. And they came out the field. And they will not leave. This field belongs to government. It's everybody's based on the property. More to that, it is not CDC's field. So we try to make them to understand that this is an independent candidate launching. And he has already paid, and the police has already told you, you don't have the right to use this field as per the evidence that was shown by your team and these people's team.
So did the Sekou Kene people show any receipts?
No, they don't have. The management team was at the police station. You can clearly go there and verify. The police is going to tell you exact information I'm providing to you. And then after a couple of hours, up to 10, 15, 11, between there, the riot started. There was a pickup mounted with speakers from the Unity Party. Sekou Kane drove on the field using the microphone to call all those that were outside, because the guys left 2 times after the police intervened. They left and they came out based on the call from the guy with the microphone. They started coming, and then obviously there was a scuffle. So Jimmy Smith's team was already building that stage, Honorable Smith's team was already building that stage, and then they went there, disrupting that there will be no political rally or any sort on this field. So this is how the tension started. Before we made up our minds, you know, there were men in there all the streets, and then they started to throw stones. There was stones throwing started. That's why I left. Now you can see this building, or vandalized, other people were brutalized in the process. And then, but the police actually they tried their best, but they were overwhelmed. They were overpowered from the camp of Unity Party. Let me say, Sekou Kane, district number 2, candidate. So that's what happened. That's what happened. But actually, they never had the right, the authority to use this field, because they are not done pre-booking. Jimmy Smith or Smith campaign team have already done that, so they were the legitimate users of this field as per the receipt paper.
So, but from your perspective, who is wrong in this case?
I would clearly say the provocation came from the camp of Sekou Kane and his men, his team. They were the one, because the police have already gone through the case. You display your receipt, you don't have receipt. This man has receipt, and receipt is backdated all the way. And then, so this man obviously is the rightful person to use this fee. So you know what? Just leave, go to your party headquarters and do your lawn, or go to NVDC. And they said no. So I personally
Who said no? Who said no?
Sekou Kane's team.
Sekou Kane is from Unity Party.
Unity Party, he's the candidate for district number 2 here. So I personally went to the police commander in the presence of all the arguments. I said, what I see here is a form of distraction, because Sekou Kane team were already grouping around NVDC, St. Francis Junction, and everything. And then the group of people that are just feel, so they are basically trying to prevent Honorable Smith from launching. It's not that they have the intent of using the street. Now, for clear indication, the riot started the first time. Where are the guys who intended to use this street? So all of the stages that have been built, destroyed, everything, they started to use. The police are recording, they started to use.
So what are some of the things that got damaged?
They vandalized this area, they took all of the speakers. One of our officials, the campfire is at the back.
So let's go and see the video.
They destroy it. You can see here. This is the camping car. It was destroyed altogether. Not just that, broke into the house, took the chairs, took valuable items went on the Smith's office, spawned everything. In fact, everything is damaged in there. They took almost everything. They broke the chairs.
In the representative office?
Yes, Saturday, some business people came around to do their sale, and then the first attack was on them. Because I could see some of those guys in their reflective jackets, Sekou Kane wearing Sekou Kane t-shirts, taking those things, the drinks, everything, looting, taking chairs away out of this place. In fact, there were some supporters of Jimmy Smith seeking refuge here. So I had to go to the police to signal the police that the guys were attempting to burn it. They even brought gas as well. It was when the police support team came, secured the area, drove them out, and then the rest of those guys that were seeking refuge here, shelter here, had to escape from the place. So this is the guy.
Well,
So
some of your staff injured.
Yes, some of our staffs are injured.
How many are you?
I can't really say, but
So let's try to go in the office and see
that's
things
what I'm taking to the office and
that
to see. So you can see the rubbers. The chairs are already here. The meeting room, officially where now you can see from the windows, everything here, all here were all done already. They are all down. This is on the lawn. This is on the Smith's office as district representative, because this is the district office. This is not an independent office. This office was erected for district number 2. This office was erected for district number 2. The entire district, this is now on the Smith personal office. But because it's the city representative, so even if you have left, this office will still be turned over to whoever that comes in because it is official in this office. This is the official office.
So was this done by Unity Party Partisans?
Of course, precisely. They were done by them. They are the ones. In fact, they were the ones here. Our slave team was very few. Actually, they were trying to gather, and then because of the violence that sparkled, they all fled. So almost all of the guys who were even parading, some people came from the street, joined them, and then this is what they did. So threatening that they would have burned it. Even brought gas as the same gas.
So let's try to go to the next place.
You can see it. These chairs were over pretty close to 200. These chairs were pretty close to 200. Now you can see the remaining ones are there. See here, we have our speakers mounted about 4 to 5, 6 speakers. Normally mounted on the car out there that was destroyed. All of those speakers were taken. Everything was removed from this office.
So we can clearly say to the audience that United Party Partisans were the one who erupted the violence.
Exactly, precisely. They were the one. They are the one. Because this thing is very simple. Liberia National Police has investigated and said you do not have receipt for the usage of this fee. Simple. So this room has receipt for this fee, and they have displayed this fee was booked long time, almost a month ago. This fee was booked. So obviously, this is a legitimate group that's supposed to use this fee today. But United Partisans now, this is what they are saying. In their mind, this is CDC's issue. It is not CDC's issue. Okay, number one. Number two, they are also saying themselves that today has to do the day or set aside for United Party. So in their mind, nobody is allowed to use any on the street, any public facility. They are the one. This is what. Those are some of the things.
So what's the next place? Some of the individuals believed to be.
So this is it. This was a stockpile of water for people. Remember, we have already issued like 15,000 t-shirts. Imagine what has happened. So we have enough of this water. So this is the minimum. You see the tables? Yeah, we have a generator here. Everything gone.
So let's try to go. Let's try to go into that.
Gentlemen, let's go, please. Let's go out. Gentlemen, let's go out, please. Let's go out, please. This is another area. You see? This is another area. You see the rubble? It's right over here.
So which office is this?
This office was being used by the district coordinator and his team.
The district coordinator?
And his team. This office was being used by them. Okay. But because of the campaign zone, we had a lot of exonerants and other people.
So let's try to get our informants this stuff. So what kind of message do you think is going out to the public, especially international community?
This is actually a bad precedent set by those guys from the camera. You know, Liberia is just, we always say Liberia is a fragile state. You know, going to elections a few days from now, and the very major this will be. It can be very precise.
Currently,
for us is that the police was on the scene because stones were even thrown at the police from the camera from the corner rather. So the police were on the scene, and I saw some of them in recording. So the police are also very, very much best suited to be able to provide additional evidences to what I am saying to clearly authenticate who caused the provocation and who is to be held liable. But I can say free. We will go through every other necessary and legal means and file in our complaints. The ones who are responsible after investigation will be brought to book, and then they will be held liable for all of the damages. Because I'm not just saying this office, I'm saying marketers were here too, that they are marketing now. Because of some other reason, I would say he's somewhere that I can really clearly speak out to, but he hasn't been here. He has just been releasing from filing a complaint to the police. The police had to send for backup 2 times to be able to, even at that, the police couldn't control the crowd. Because imagine, I'm telling you, And the moment you see somebody with your party t-shirt, there's a possibility you will join it without even investigating. So the mania is now CDC supporters are also coming with their own personal t-shirts with their stand-up bearer. Maybe that's some of the reasons why, some of the reasons that led to the provocation. Maybe, but I can say they were stopped by the police. Do not use this speed. And they went ahead to use this.
Since this incident happened this morning around 12, right?
Yeah,
were you guys able to meet Sekou Kenan to express the grievances to him, or were he able to come here?
No, he hasn't come. Sekou Kenan hasn't come, and we're not able to make a call to him. But what we know here is we were able to file a formal complaint to Liberia National Police, so they have every other necessary detail that will lead us to the conclusion.
Individuals that were victimized currently, where are they?
Some are taken to nearby clinics, some are taken to pharmacies for their own treatment. Here, after everything, like you see, everything is kind of still in disarray. After everything, we're going to go out to reach out them, but then we can clearly tell you we have 10, 15, 20, the precise number of those who were victimized.
10 to 15 persons.
I can say, but then maybe I'm just assuming, maybe it'll be 10, 15, 20, whatever. But then everything has subsided. We have reached out to our supporters, those that were wounded, and then we can clearly tell you this is the total number of people that were victimized. Because even one of the ladies who came to sell, she came to me personally because I think she saw me with the police, and I told her your things are damaged. The first and foremost thing you have to do, please go to the Liberia National Police, go to the police station, and file in your formal complaint. And the police is going to help you, is going to guide you through the process. That way she did. So she's on record too as well.
Thank you. What's the name again?
My name is Marcus P. Kwaikwa the First.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So thank you so much. This is Cool FM. My name is Daniel Theophilosco. Thanks so very much for watching.